I suppose the coat was a hiding place. Gray, houndstooth, rough like my own skin, like my back with all its sandy freckles, like my legs, which I did not yet shave. I did not particularly want to shave them, but I felt that I should want to shave them, because girls in novels wanted to shave them, would do anything they could to shave them, would risk their lives to filch a razor and some cream, would shave without cream if necessary, would scrape their skin raw, would watch the blood form in beads on their ankles or knees. Okay, maybe not their lives, but at least their safety, would risk a turn under their father's belt. My life was not ever like the girls in books. I didn't want a bra or a razor, and my father's belt always stayed neatly coiled on his dresser next to his watch, and the picture of him, sepia-toned, in his mother's arms. His mother would die a few years after the picture was taken, and his lids would gradually droop lower and lower over his gray-green eyes, until by the time I was born, his eyes were barely visible. The only way you could tell when he was crying was the sound of a sniffle from his nose. In cold weather, there was always a large drop of moisture hanging from his nose. It made me think of the word eavesdrop. Eavesdrop, to stand under the eaves and listen to what is being said inside the house. I often felt when I was reading that I was eavesdropping. I often felt I was eavesdropping, standing outside a house, listening in, my face very red and hot. Rarely was I inside the house. I stayed outside until my feet turned cold, cold as the grass. There was a laundry line stretched across the yard, and it served as a dividing line between who I was and who I was supposed to be. I stood on one side of the line, waiting for the other team to ask me over to their side. Waiting. Sometimes I would throw the orange Nerf football over the line, then duck under to catch it, pretending I belonged on the other team. I was catching a pass from myself, catching this orange football-shaped missive from the silent girl on the other side of the line. The sun had gone down a long time ago. It was fall, and the dead blossoms clogged the gutters. The orange Nerf football was the brightest thing in that soggy dusk. If I didn't get over in time, the ball dropped into the grass, and I lost a point. Or maybe the other team lost a point for not catching me. Sometimes I just stood stock still, waiting for my mother to ask me if I wanted to shave my legs. Why didn't she ask? What was she waiting for? Hadn't she read the books? Invariably, if the girls didn't risk their own lives, their mothers would suggest it to them. But nothing, not a word.